Joining us now is a very, very familiar face to those of you who watch the show. Who is it?
Daniel Bauer.
Yes, and we're gonna turn around and we're gonna take a look and say hi, Daniel.
I feel so irresponsible, all this talk of naughty with Sal. Here we are, I'm going to let him tie him up, and he hasn't even been here 2 years, poor thing.
He's got to learn sometime.
So as you guys know, I'm an escape artist, but I have actually never brought any escape gear with me, so I thought I'd let Sal go ahead and tie me up.
All right.
And I'm going to step closer to here. I'll swing my head sideways so they can hear me. And if you can just go to the back side of me.
Like so many. Sorry, you have kids. You have teenagers watching. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You have
So
school
naughty.
children watching you. I'm going to be nice.
And no, it's okay. By all means, I can take it in the end. And
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
For all of the children at home.
He's sorry.
Oh, very.
And by all means, take your time. It's only a half-hour show from this point. I'm very new at this. This is good. So it's good to see you two. You look good over there.
You look
too.
great in your custom-made.
This is actually the. Let's do the arms first.
Okay.
Yeah, before you go down there.
He's just going right for the finish line.
This is actually a replica of the Harry Houdini straitjacket made out of canvas and leather that he used when he was hanging upside down.
Oh wow.
To get out of her, he would so forth. So this is the actual. It's not the actual one, but a replica of it, the style that he uses. And how are we doing back there? Good. Okay.
Good.
All right, and then the last one. If you can just
I got it.
just be gentle with the kids.
Yep.
I mean, I am an escape artist, so tight is good.
Can you go one more?
This is so cool because you've never done this on the show.
Okay.
How you doing, all right?
We're good.
That's some serious stuff. All right, so we'll try it out like this. I didn't bring any background music, so if you want to hum, clap, hit a beat.
Woo!
We'll try this out. I'm gonna groan. See if I can get out.
Okay. We'll enjoy the grunting.
Okay. Okay. Great. So naughty. Oh.
Oh wow. Very nice.
Thank you. I will
Yes.
come join you.
Get over
Okay.
here.
And since you're not fully mic'd yet, we'll just keep chatting. We have your mic here on the sofa.
Sal didn't leave any sweat marks or anything.
Oh, thank goodness.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thought we were gonna have a little crack problem there. Your mic is there. Live TV, so we're working with what we got.
Yeah. Hey, live.
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
cool.
Make sure it's turned on. Little switch? Okay. There you go. You're turned on. Okay. Clip yourself, or if you want me to come over and clip you, I'll come over and clip you one.
Oh, I'm good. Can you?
Okay.
See what you
Yeah.
started.
Such a naughty show today.
And he's back there, he's like, I know.
Such a naughty show.
Sorry.
Oh, welcome back.
God, it's so
Welcome
good to see
back.
you too.
Good to see you.
So great.
You have a lot of shit going on these days.
I have a lot of yeah, a lot.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Take a sip of water.
Yeah.
That's some naughty stuff.
Damn.
Okay. Well, for those who haven't seen you on the show before, you are a magician, escape
I'm
artist,
escape artist. I'm also known as
storyteller.
the successor to Harry Houdini. But I am an escape artist magician, primarily, and motivational speaker. Soon to be published author. My book comes out in August.
Okay.
But
And we do have a picture of the cover of the book. So
Yeah.
when Mr. Director has a moment, just pop that up there.
Yeah, there's three crazy things happening right now. You're giving me this look, and I'm reading your mind, and we should read minds, should we?
Yeah, we should. I'm just really excited for you.
It's taking some
There's the
time.
cover of the book.
Damn, I look good. And
So modest.
you know what? My therapists have worked very hard for me to get to the stage. Okay, look better. And it's taken some time. It's been really great. I mean, this past year alone, I have probably spoke upwards to, I want to say close to 40,000, 50,000 youth in New York, around. I was just actually I'm wearing Ferris State University's hat that they gave me. So go Ferris State University in Big Rapids, Michigan. Have you ever been there?
No.
In the dead of winter?
No.
No.
Never again. You have to take trains and planes and 2 buses, and it was in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, damn.
And then there was like 4 trees and a Walmart and the campus. So like the cold breezing wind was.
There must be a lot of drinking going on that campus.
I would suppose.
Yeah, I don't know. They were all sober when I was there to speak and perform.
But you're saying 4 trees, a Walmart, and the campus? Oh, hell no.
Yeah, it's a booze town.
That must be some good cows, some good hay up there.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
So all these universities, I mean, I've really been around a lot, doing mostly speaking, and then I've been performing on the side privately, just at some little shows, and I went to a little purple mansion not too long ago up in Saugerties, New York.
A purple mansion?
Yeah, I don't know, some crazy guy who he and his wife commute from Saugerties every day on Amtrak, and they have kids up there, and they really wanted me as their magician. They were big fans of mine. So they brought me
Oh
up to
my
Saugerties, and it looked like a wibbly wobbly house. But these kids were just in awe, and you showed
wow.
them the magic, and it was a lot of fun. But the speaking has really been, it's been life-changing for me, life-changing. I went back to the school early December. I had gotten back, and I went back to one of my schools, Brooklyn Tech, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
And there was a student there who I guess had heard me speak 2 years ago, previous to that. And this year, after I was done talking, he came up to me and literally just gooing. Told me, thank you, you saved my life 2 years ago.
Well,
Wow.
for those who didn't see your previous appearances, I know, yeah, you've got a gig coming up, and a lot of your story is part of that. But give a little bit more information about yourself and your story.
So I was diagnosed with a chronic illness, HIV to be specific. And back in 2002, and I had a very promising career ahead of me as a magician, escape artist. That was supposed to be the next big thing. And, you know, it was kind of pulled out from underneath me after all the fear and all the stigma. And my parents told me never to come home again. And I did what everybody shouldn't do, which was to numb my body completely. And I did that through drug use. And drug use led to eviction. Eviction led to living on the streets of New York City and having to put into action survival tactics that I would, you know, it's all in the book. Those things that, you know, they're no human
that's
should
a
have to
blank
go
that's
through.
easy to fill in.
And then the day that I tried to take my life, you know, because you just don't feel worthy. And, you know, so here I am today, you know, 13 years living with HIV, battling chronic illness. I have my depression bouts, but they come and go. I am battling mental illness, and I just really released that, my bipolar 2 diagnosis, not too long ago. About a year ago, I think I made that public. That's a very hard thing to come by, stigma-wise, like bipolar 2. It's a hard thing to manage, too, because days I'm like here, and then I'm here, and then there, and then here, and it's like, you know, I'm like a little kid in kindergarten. Like, you know,
Yeah,
all
well,
over
I
the
mean, well,
place.
we've become pretty good friends since you first came on the show, and yeah, that I haven't seen the full breadth of the roller coaster, but because you're pretty well managed right now, at least as far as I've known you.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
but I've seen a little up and down that's more than the average person. I guess that's the best way
You
to put
know,
it.
I have been careful to not have any more Justin Bieber moments publicly. So I work very closely with, you know, I hibernate, and you know this about me personally. I live the life of a hermit. Unless if I'm out speaking or if I'm out performing, I stay home. I'm with my 2 beautiful cats, Penn and Teller, and I'm with my Netflix, and I'm writing my book, or I'm working on this project Beyond Belief. Which is a 12 U.S. city tour where I want to speak at every single high school in 12 U.S. cities, in these cities.
Wow.
But these are cities that have come to me before, and they can't afford even my travel. They can't get me out there. But they've heard about my work. And I have, in fact, the teacher might be watching right now. She's having me at her school here in Queens, New York. They have no money. Can't say no. Can't say no. So I put together a GoFundMe campaign called Project Beyond Belief. It is to fund the 12 U.S. city tour. Just for the travel and the hotel, so I can go out there and save some, you know, I mean.
Yeah, and we do have a graphic with the website,
Yeah.
with the GoFundMe website.
If you could hear the stories, this 18-year-old kid who wanted to kill himself from 2 years ago, who saw me this year, and now he's the captain of one of the sports teams in his school.
Wow.
And he's gotten the help. And just recently, a few weeks ago, a girl bursted out into tears. She told me she had an abortion. She's 17 years old. She says, I don't even know how to tell mom and dad, and all I want to do is die and end my life. And she says, you know what? I can't do it. She says, I can't do it. She says, if you have been through what you have been through family-wise, and struggle, and depression, and this and that, and addiction, and she says, I have to fight for my life. And I said, darn right you have to fight for your life. And I said, if you can't fight for your life this very minute, I'm here, I'll hold your arm. I said, we'll get you the help you need. She was willing. And I've had students pass me notes. You know, guys who have come up and, you know, because I don't tell them I'm gay when I first go out on stage. You know, I got the ball cap on backwards and whatever, and halfway through they find out I'm gay, and then at the end, you'll find that people who are either homophobic or wherever they are, you know, that jock mentality in high school, right? You know, you got to have that facade. They come up to me like, yo, D. Or yo, D. And I'm like, yo, mad respect for gay people today. Mad respect. Mad respect for people living with HIV. Or one kid who raised his hand, how do I quit pot? How do I quit smoking pot? I mean, I get the craziest questions that these kids ask me.
I can only imagine.
But they're real to what they're going through.
100% real. 100% real. But it's hard because these teachers at these schools that I go into, they cross boundaries if they engage in this kind of, you know what I'm saying, like these very deep-rooted issues. So bringing in live speakers like myself, we can cross those boundaries because we can shift culture inside schools. And I've seen the shift. And I have schools now where I've been speaking there 4 years in a row. And the kids, I mean, there was one school, they were like, we're not going to prom unless if you can get Daniel Bauer back. We want Daniel Bauer back. We have got to have Daniel Bauer back. So every year I give them a new journey of where I've been at. Some of those journeys are healthy, some of those journeys are not so healthy, but they're there, a part of my life. So this last school that I just spoke at where the girl...
You can breathe.
I'm sorry, I'm just like, I'm so passionate about my work.
I know.
Yes, you know, I'm coming back every year. I'm coming back every single year. You got it. We'll do a check-in session. I was like, you guys better show up for school, show up for your lives, wake up with a purpose. I love it. Just look in these kids' faces. And then the magic tricks they do, letting them tie me up, and it's cool.
Oh my God, that is awesome. That is really awesome. How much money are you trying to raise with the GoFundMe project?
It's actually a three-portion thing. So I'm trying to raise $21,700
Total?
total. That takes care of all the 12 U.S. cities. Takes care of all of the editing fees that come along with my book. So the book can be out by August so that I can leave copies in the schools, so that health teachers can have it available for the kids to read and they can process that. Then the other piece is to bring back Beyond Belief, my off-Broadway experience, which is the story of my life, motivational-wise, but in a theatrical version, which, John, you saw. And that's to come back for 12 weekends in New York.
I'm so excited about that because I was, because I missed it the first time, and now I'm just like, oh, damn it, he's going to be here for 12 weeks. I'm going to go see the fucking show.
It'll be 12 weekends. So I'll be touring during the weeks, and then those weekends I come back to New York to do.
You're going to be tired.
I am, but I'm used to it. And then May 30th, right, May 30th, I'm doing a viewing of Beyond Belief. I think it's on the screen now in Belmar, New Jersey. It's one night only. It's a little VIP catered event, but we're filming it to produce the commercials for the new version so that we can really market this.
The thing in New Jersey, is that also going to be, could that also be a fundraiser for you?
I'll ask and I'll promote it, but I mean, people are buying tickets for that, so that'll all go towards this as well.
That's good.
You know, and to defray those costs, because that venue's not cheap. Nor is the catering, nor is the chair rentals, nor the lighting. And
I make a mean peanut butter and jelly. I will cater.
You know, done.
I will cut the crust off. I will put on fancy toast.
We'll bring a little naughty Sal. We'll be good.
These are chunky peanut butter. These are creamy. Go fuck yourselves. No,
Oh, if you need an opener.
What's that? If I need an opener,
Or if
for
you
the
need an
kids show.
opener.
For the kids show. I'm gonna bring. He's gonna be my opening at the high school program from now on.
Teach him how to make balloon animals.
Balloon.
Oh,
Not so
that'll
naughty
be-
ones, though. No
You're
naughty
right.
ones.
But that's the only thing that you would be able to do, Sal.
Teach high school kids what that means.
Love it.
Sal's trying to laugh quietly off camera.
He is. He is.
Just want to poke him so he makes a noise. Poking at you, poking at you, poking at you. Oh, sweet Jesus. Good times. So wait, what theater is the off-Broadway show going to be at?
We're looking at the Grand Theater, but until the funds, we're hoping the funds will be raised by the end of May. We're hoping that all 20, I have some other interviews going on, some other press stuff that's happening to really bring attention to this. Right now we've raised just under 1,000, but I mean, it just started. The campaign really just started about a week ago.
Oh, wow.
So people are getting, noted. It's getting some, just a little cute promo video and, all that stuff. And
If all your high school students gave $1, you'd be there.
I would be. Do you hear that, high school students? If you're listening to me,
$1.
$1 from each high school students would get them there.
have mommy and daddy.
It's just $1.
Yeah. But then I don't know where that, with the kids and their families and $1 and, there's another, I'm sure there's a silent Donald Trump out there. Donald, Ellen DeGeneres. Rosie O'Donnell. There's some people out there who should donate. And
David Geffen.
Yeah.
Mike Bloomberg.
Hillary Clinton.
Koch brothers.
Chick-fil-A.
Ted Cruz.
Oh my God. Can we take a bathroom break?
Billy Graham.
Just wet the floor.
Pat Robertson.
Goodness.
Good times. Happy fun times. Who else? Madonna.
You know what?
Hey, think big. Donald Trump is the one I will never forget. I read it somewhere that he said, think big. Why would you think small? Think big. So.
Yeah, well, I talk about sex with younger people. When I have the show, I talk about risky behaviors. What was she doing? Having tongue with a young man on stage. We do not promote this in my talks. Madonna, you can donate so I can reverse the damage.
He's legal.
No, I know.
I wonder what was going through his mind. She's trying to eat my soul.
That was my thought. It's like because you spend so much time sucking the souls out of babies to stay young looking.
And then when he wiped his face, it was so classic. It was just like.
Oh no.
So yes, we motivate these young kids.
He's going to send him back to Degrassi.
Well, I'm so excited about the book coming out. That's really cool, and then that's your goal. You want to leave copies at the schools and.
Well, the book is also, it's a wide awakening world into, I want people to really look inside a person who's dealing with bipolar and what it's like to deal with that every day. Deep depression, what it's really like to, the suicide, what's going on in my head. Because when these kids, like this 18-year-old kid or whatever, I know what's going through their head when they come up to me and I see these tears.
One of my friends, another comedian friend, she has bipolar. She's bipolar, and she's also doing something, with comedy and speaking to people and stuff too. So I mean, it's really wonderful that you're doing that because I think there is a stigma with mental illness. There's a stigma with HIV. So. I mean, this is great. You're like a double winner.
Listen, we talk about sex, addiction, depression, mental illness.
And especially when you're in your teens and you're just a walking hormone also.
Yeah, that's important
the
stuff.
bullying, listen, I got the story, and it comes out. But the book tells that deeper part of that. And I want people to understand, I mean, we have a crystal meth epidemic here. I have two friends that just dropped. And, not good. I mean, there's a lot. So this is a really tell-all. But I'm going to do my best to just use first and last initials because there's some gossipy stuff from my famous days. And I so desperately want to use names, but that would just be evil. I'm not in a place to be evil anymore.
No.
Yeah, you don't want to open up a legal can of worms.
Yeah, no. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I think I've gotten all that negative. I think I've purged. What do you call that, purged?
Yes.
Yeah. Ray's been very good.
Bye, Felicia.
Purge it. Give it to the universe.
One of the other things I love too, physically, you are a huge man. So I kind of like the idea that you're going to these schools, talking to these kids, and you're just like, raw, this big dude.
I was just telling Sal on the way here, I was like, they don't even know, most of them don't even know I'm gay when I'm getting there. So when I talking about how, because I asked the kids if they believe in love at first sight, or like, when the school doors open for the first day, right? All the guys are with themselves going to math club or whatever, and right, and then all of a sudden that one girl walks by, right? So all the guys just stop and they're like, yo, look at that booty, right? Because the guys are all saying it and thinking it, and it's like, yeah, I fell in love. So I tell them, I'm like, this is how it happened to me. The doors open, I walked into the club, I'm like, yo, there that person was, love at first sight. I'm like, his name is Alex. And they're like, oh, Like, I have this whole moment with them, which they would stigmatize or label as masculine. It's like, okay, what do we do with that? How do we handle that? And so it's kind of a cool, I just have a strange way of just unveiling everything. And
But
then
you're
with the-
connecting.
Yeah, and the death of my brother, my baby brother, and loss. And I can't. Okay, talk about it. I always get stuck when I go there.
I know. But the work that you're doing is wonderful, and it's important. And I remember when I was in school, we had assemblies. That's what they called them, I think.
Yeah.
And we had speakers come, but we never had anybody good like you. Like, I don't even remember what we had.
I remember like a little musical number about the frustrated freeze.
What?
Oh God, with
What?
the no.
Yeah.
What?
It was like
Frustrated
the
freeze?
frustrated freeze. It's like these 5 singers. They were all being frozen up. I've got the frustrated freeze. Someone thaw me out, please. And then someone would come in with some rose-colored glasses and thaw them out with the rose-colored glasses. So you have to look at life through rose-colored glasses, and everything will be better.
I don't know. We had a safe
Wow.
Avenue Q puppets. Don't talk to strangers.
Oh yeah, I remember we had puppets. Yeah.
Nothing ever about sex. My parents
No.
didn't even teach me. In fact, I didn't even know what a blowjob was. I think until my second year of college.
No.
I always thought it was like a blow pop without a wrapper, and you like.
Did you go to public school?
Yeah, I went to Arlington High School.
Where?
Didn't you? They were all making fun of me on the bus when they were pulling my hair and breaking my pencils. Jerks, breaking my pencils. And
Where
they
did
were-
you grow up?
Poughkeepsie, New York. We're
Oh,
right. Isn't that where Snooki's famous from? Snooki.
I don't know, but I
I
know
don't
that.
know.
And yeah, she's from Poughkeepsie. But I grew up, in the country. I mean, I grew up in a very okay family. 7 brothers.
I don't
a
want to
sister.
imagine people being mean to you.
Oh, they broke my pencils. I was so pissed. I was so mad. That one kid who would pull my hair because he didn't want me to sit in the back of the bus. I mean, now
If you sat in the back of the bus, it wouldn't have been until the second year of college that you knew what that was.
yeah, well, I didn't know. Oh, wow. And this is where you would then turn off the channel for only adults. No. See, I'll come back up here. And
No, we're not doing a demonstration.
No, straight jacket was enough. So yeah, it's cool. This one school that I did recently just speak at, they haven't had a speaker for about 2 years. They have because they're so afraid to bring all the kids together into the auditorium at once. I feel like that movie Stand By Me or The Principal or one of those.
Really?
Yeah, they were really. And this principal took a huge chance on me, huge chance. And she was like, "Are you sure? You know what you do?" Trust me, I know what I'm doing. 2 periods in a row. You gave her a pin drop.
Wow, that's amazing. And also, too, like, not to be a jerk, but those kids were probably so psyched that it was 2 periods long.
Well, listen, you got to captivate their attention in 5 seconds.
Yeah.
So how do you do that? You walk out and tell them I'm the coolest guy in the world because I just got them out of class for 2 periods and you're about to tie me up. Done! Kids love me!
Oh, damn. What other stuff do you bring besides the straitjacket?
It depends. It varies from school to school. I bring something new every time. So if I go back to school for a second year, I bring another trick or I bring another trick. So they only get to see one thing. And then at the end, I make them all disappear and go back to class and they have to behave. And or they come see me and tackle me and, little selfies and stuff. But it's the story. I really engage them through the story.
Have any schools limited what you could say or present?
No one has limited anything.
That's
I
great.
do my research, so I want to be clear about the community I'm going into. And when I go into these schools, I just don't go in and just tell my story. I mean, I work with the administration and work with the teachers to identify the problem areas, what barriers, what obstacles are these young adults facing from preventing them to be successful, achieve young leaders. And once we pinpoint those areas, then I just readapt my story to focus on some things a little more, some things a little less, so that I can refocus. And then, I engage them in about a 10 to 15-minute Q&A, sometimes 20, 30 minutes. I mean, we let them to ask all the questions they want. It's a safe place. Teachers ask questions too. I tell them, these kids, listen, your teachers aren't exempt from this. They're adults too. We all go through our issues.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
I'm like, I'm 42 now and I'm still going through these issues. Listen now. So,
It's a process.
yeah. So I'm hoping for Project Beyond Belief. So if you're watching, if you're listening, I could use your support.
Yeah.
you
So
can-
we'll have that graphic up again.
yeah.
So in the last 5 minutes, what's
There
the
it
end
is.
result? Yeah, the GoFundMe website right there. So definitely, yeah, Even a dollar will help out. So
Yeah, and you can research my work at danielbauer.us, but actually the full story, the videos and everything are at GoFundMe, and that'll reroute you to my site as well. The end goal here is to, one is to show these schools how effective these life speaking talks are. I don't hear enough about life speakers going in, at least with the depth of story that I have. Or maybe I'm just missing it and I'm not seeing, but I'm getting these schools that are telling me they don't have budget and speakers are turning them away. I don't want to be that speaker. I want to be the person who brings the magic back to their life. But this is healing for me just as much as it is for them. And this is going to allow me, you know, if I can show them, like with my off-Broadway show, getting back on with Beyond Belief, and then the next journey, which you guys know about with the tank with the piranha, which I still really want to do, but there's still some work to get done to, you know, get that together. I mean, I want them to know that if I can fight every day for my life, these kids can fight every day, but you know, we've got to get these life speakers in. Schools can't afford it. Not where I'm going. I'm going into the deep-rooted communities where there is no money. So all I need is a bus ticket and a hotel, motel, but I prefer hotel. Continental breakfast works too.
It's all inclusive.
Let me get up 5 days a week. Let me go do my thing all day long. There's some schools where I go in where they have 5,000 kids and I'll speak all day long. 1,000 kids will come, or I'll do it 10 periods in a row without a break. I will tell my story 10 times in a row. Yeah,
That's intense.
that's got to drain you a little bit.
So probably a hot tub with maybe a bubble bath. I don't know. A hotel with a bubble bath. Something following. But
what are you doing for self-care? You're not a robot. I mean, you can't do
the gym, and my cats. The gym and my cats right now.
No guilty pleasures like ice cream or.
And my therapist, smoking.
I yell at him all the time about that.
Do not hear that. In fact, that's
Pretend you didn't hear this.
That's why they closed that Dwayne Reed. I was so mad. I was like, I need.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
That Dwayne
Because of
Reed.
you?
Anyway. Well, no, because they knew that I was having a vice craving.
Yeah.
A vice craving.
Well, you know what? I mean, really, if you have to choose between something horrible and a cigarette, I'd say.
Yeah, but the ice cream is. I'm trying to find the balance right now. And I hear e-cigarettes are just as bad. In fact, they're actually not as healthy.
Listen,
Higher level of nicotine.
I'm
getting
so
into
sick of seeing people sucking on these things like toddlers. You know,
Is somebody,
Stormy, if you're watching this, I don't mean you.
Got it. Thank you for the motivational experience.
Somebody posted something the other day. They tried it for the first time and they said it was like filleting a robot.
Wow.
I mean, there's something.
I want to know what the point of reference for that was.
Oh no.
So, okay, the website again.
So you just go to gofundme.com /Daniel Bauer or danielbauer.us. And the end goal is to make one of the most powerful books out there that really, it's not a lecture. It's just how I dealt with mine and how I deal with today. If you use a tool guide, survival guide, but for me it's Beyond Belief, Escape to Survival. And it really gives an inner look at these issues for young people today. I want them to have I don't want to say I'm a role model, but I'm just a guy trying to get through it one day at a time,
Like all of us are.
Yep.
And these kids follow my story on Facebook, and you should see some of their engagements with me on my fan page. Some of the quotes they leave me. Okay. So good.
And there are links to that on the other pages that you mentioned,
Yeah.
danielbauer.us and the gofundme.com /
Daniel Bauer, B-A-U-E-R. Yeah. Yeah, all the info's there.
Okay. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your schedule to be with us.
Thank you
Yeah,
for
thank
having
you.
me. Thank you.
Right.
We're gonna have you back.
Yes, definitely. And you are watching Talking About. I'm John Griffith.
I'm Cara Kilduff. Thank you for watching.
And thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Sal. And we will see you again next time. Bye-bye.